Let's get right into this Valentine's makeup look. And okay, your girl found this dress at Target for $25, maybe $26, $27 with taxes. So I'm going to be showing you guys that too. Let's go. First things first, I did prime my face with Charlotte Tilbury skincare. I'm prepping my face with this skincare just because it has all the hyaluronic acid in it. It plumps, it moisturizes. I have dry skin, and this stuff here, I'm gonna apply a little bit more eye cream. Gets my makeup right. I gotta get some more. I love adding that eye cream under. And I do recommend getting a sample before you actually purchase it, because it is skincare, okay? I did go ahead and apply my MAC Layin Low Paint Pot. The eyeshadow palette I chose is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette. And this is the Instant Eye palette. It's the bigger one. I was gonna go buy a whole new palette, but I was just like, girl, you've used this palette like once. I think it's the perfect palette combo for Valentine's Day or spring or summer, like the whole Pillow Talk one. Like, I just think it's perfect. It's like the mauve nude tone. I'm going to take my overall fluffy brush. In the palette, it does break it up into sections, but I'm just going to use whatever I want. Ooh, brown, deep brown shade here, and it's in the date section of the palette. I only used this palette once, y'all, and I used it in a Makeup and Good Talk video. I'm just gonna pop that in the crease, and I do have on a eyeshadow base. Keep that in mind. I wanna apply that all over in your crease, so right where I'm poking. More dense brush, which is like my favorite method to use, and I'm going to take, it's in the date palette. It's like the second to third shade, and we're going to pop that in the crease as well. Just going to blend. Let's see what that Charlotte cream do. Okay, so now I haven't used any of these colors. I'm going to go into the Day palette. I feel like this matches my dress a little bit more that I picked out, and I'm just going to simply that with a flat fluffy type of brush. It's like a mauve tone. I'm applying it on the middle of the lid. That's where I'm starting. I'm going to go in with that deeper brown, and we're only going to head over in the crease with the smudger brush. And with that shade again. With the lighter shade on the other end of the brush, and pop it right at the top as a brow bone highlight. Any mauve toned palette, like any mauve toned palette. I did find this eyeliner by MAC. I'm going to attempt to use it. I don't know if it's dried out or what. Eyeliner, that wasn't bad. I swear, MAC still is so good. I haven't used this liner in a minute. It's the MAC eyeliner in Black Track. Like, I haven't used it in so long, and just like a simple liner, it still just did not fail me at all. So that's for the eyes, and then we're just going to apply some eyelashes. Now, I'm not going anywhere for Valentine's Day, but I got y'all, okay? The Mcgrath Foundation in the shade Deep 29. This is one of my favorites. I think this will be super great for your Valentine's Day look. I would say it's very fine. The formula of this foundation is fine. And you can do a matte with that palette as well. I just feel like this was cuter for Valentine. And I love how this foundation, it also stretches. Like, I love it. Go ahead and add my lashes. Adding in some eyeliner. This is from Chanel. This is the number 944. This is their waterproof retractable eyeliner. You gotta have waterproof, girl, you know. What if you get proposed to on Valentine's Day? You gotta have waterproof. And it's like a sparkly black. I'm going to be applying my two concealers. They are the Chanel concealer, and they are in the shade BD 121 and B40. Lighter concealer, highlight, very little, right? We're gonna go 1, 2. Oh, this is way too light. This is way too light, y'all. Oh, I thought it was going to be like a yellow tone. This is way too light. Way too light. Just use a lighter concealer. I prefer one with a yellow tone, but I just used a little bit, as you can see, because this is so light. And don't get me wrong, I love a bright highlight, but it can't be too bright. Jagged in the inner corner as well. I mean, it looks pretty. I probably would honestly want to use my Sacha Buttercup powder, but I think I'm fine. So now I'm going to go in and we are just going to do some light sculpting of the face with the Huda Beauty Tantour in medium. And we're just going to go in. I'll take my sponge and blend in here a little bit more. The Laura Mercier Secret Under Eye Brightening Powder in the number 2. The reason I'm taking this powder is because this powder is actually meant for under the eyes. And I think just for a date, you don't want all that caked up at the bottom. Because, you know, guys be staring. They be like, what is that? Is that? So we're going to just take it with a smaller brush. And we're just going to pack it. And I love it because it has that yellow tint to it, where the number 2 does. Number 1 is like a translucent powder. And this powder has like a very silky, velvety finish. Very light under the eyes. It really gives you that soft focus look. I also think this powder is great for photography, because I believe Laura Mercier makeup, a lot of her makeup was made for photography. Now that we have that on, and you see how soft that looks, I love it. It's like a subtle highlight. Now we're gonna add some bronzer. Just my favorite Fenty Mocha Mami, because it's really warm. Bronzer is completely up to your choice. You can do a warm tone, a cool tone bronzer, a neutral. I believe Fenty literally has all of them, all different undertones. And we're not even using a lot because I can go overboard with the bronzer. I have an issue. So I'm going to be taking, this is a blush from Chanel. It's called Pink Explosion. Don't be afraid of blush. The more vibrant colors actually look really nice on deeper skin tone. So don't be scared if you see a really vibrant blush. I'm gonna go towards the lower lash line, and I'm going to take the deepest brown in the Charlotte Pillow Talk palette, and we're just gonna hit our lower lash line. Your smallest brush and hit right under. But this Huda Beauty Rich Brown is smooth, and it stains your lips. And it's like the perfect color. It's like a chestnut 2.0 for MAC. And you can just really line your lips perfect with this liner. I'm going to be using the Chanel Le Value Mascara. This is one of my all-time favorites. So good, especially if you have tiny, tiny lashes like me. A little bit of highlighter. I was trying to find my NARS Orgasm highlighter. That would be so pretty, but I can't find it. Take this brush here, what I use from under eye powder, and use it as a highlighter as well. This is the Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow highlighter. This is the finished look. I love how it came out. I use anything for Charlotte. It's going to be like a mauve tone. I think it's perfect for Valentine's Day because it's subtle. Those are the looks I like to do. I think that it's really soft as well. And you can do, I was on the verge of doing like a matte fuchsia lip, but then I did like a nude because a lot of people like nude colors versus something, you know, really vibrant. And I got the dress from Target. It was $25. My size is a large. I personally would have like an extra large for me because my butt is big, and when your butt is big, the dress is going to rise up. The material kind of feels like a bathing suit material. It's very soft. The buttons are good to button up. The color is really pretty. I think it's a nice alternative option if you're not trying to spend a lot of money for Valentine's Day. I would pair it with just a pair of nude shoes. Nude, like a Stuart Weitzman nude. It's like kind of how it's that sexy silhouette, and the slope is really high, and it makes the legs just look sexy, right? And I also have a scent for you guys. Okay, let's see how the Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. This right here is like my go-to scent. I love this scent. This is like what I wear when I'm going out. Chanel fragrance has like a lot of jasmine in it. Really, really love that fragrance. It's just, it makes you smell, think of a Marilyn Monroe, that Hollywood burlesque type of vibe. I love it. I love that scent. And also a lot of men brought that for Christmas for their wives. I always hear like a lot of men, like from their wives, that their husband loves this when they spray it on them. So I think it's overall a great scent. Thank you guys for watching this video. Social medias will be linked all down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.